Good morning. Day 4. This is day 4. Crikey. Didn't it go quick when you're having fun? Very cold night last night. I felt it. It was nipping in the air, definitely. There was a lovely mist on the water. You can see it. Lovely kind of scenic mist on the water in the distance. But we're all starting to get up now, and Sam's getting up and he'll have breakfast on the go in a minute. So yeah, we'll kind of all gather together and have a chat about what's going to go on today and our expectations and where we'll get. We kind of know it anyway. Yeah, we'll all get together and we'll have a brew and warm up, get some food in us, pack down up gear, and then set off on our journey. Our last full day. No! But yeah, everything has to come to an end, doesn't it? But it's been great so far, so yeah, I'm gonna be positive and focus on enjoying my day today, my last full day.
So it just goes through a corridor?
So yeah, so it comes off the Pennines.
Right, we're all packed up and ready to go. We're all just ready to launch now. We've had some breakfast. Great job by Pete and Sam. Some flat sausages, some square sausages, Scottish sausages. I've never had them before, I can't remember what they're called, but they're good. They have loads of sense being square and flat, don't they? But yeah, we're all packed up and ready to get on the water. So, looking forward to the day. Let's get on the water. The calm and quiet water of Loch Lochy created a unique, peaceful paddle as we passed the remains of Invergarry Castle. The misty morning was a fitting atmosphere for visiting the wreck of the Eala Bhan, a Gaelic name meaning white swan. I believe this wasn't her original name, as in a previous life she was a fishing boat that sailed the Outer Hebrides for over 30 years. The 20-metre long, 50-tonne traditional wooden herring drifter, built in the 1960s, spent her last years as a pleasure cruiser, taking visitors out on sightseeing trips. She unfortunately sank after a storm when she broke free of her mooring and was wrecked during the winter of 2010. She now remains here with very little prospect for salvage and more of a certain resting place for visitors to watch her slowly decay. Our paddle today would have us leave Loch Lochy. We would have only one portage through the Loch system. Then we hope to navigate our last loch to find our camp, our last camp of the trip, at the southwest shoreline of Loch Lochy. After the early morning mist had passed, we were blessed with a slightly cloudy but blue sky. As our paddle on Loch Lochy ended and the water narrowed, we passed under the Lagan swing bridge. On the other side of the bridge, some of the blue sky turned into the sun making an appearance. This is truly one of my favourite ways to paddle, once again on a mirror-like surface with the sun on my back, ease of conversation with great company, beautiful views and ever-changing interesting scenery. There's a lot to experience on this trip, from its sizable lochs with grand views, but I also really enjoyed this stretch of more narrow canal with
with its high wall of green, offering a much more intimate, close-up experience in nature that's especially beautiful as the sun glimmers through the trees. As the tree line ends and our views open up, we approach our portage at Loch Lochy. This portage was made tougher as we had to pull the canoes up a steep embankment. However, it was all the more interesting by witnessing one of the Caledonian Canal's largest cruisers navigate the loch system. I was hoping to see one of these. I believe they are built as large as the lochs allow and need a team of people to navigate such a manoeuvre. One of our group also had a stowaway to deal with that they gently released. We had a short break here before getting back on the water, as there are toilet facilities at this loch, not to mention some beautiful views. With our portage done for the day, and the weather still on our side, talk of a break up ahead for a bite to eat. Things couldn't get any better. But they did. The weather was on our side, but so was Loch Lochy, and it was giving us some stunning views. I couldn't personally compare this place to anywhere. However, I imagine on a day like this, it's just as beautiful as anywhere else in the world. Just pulled up on Bears Cove or something like that, like this little kind of beachy bit that sticks out, and yeah, we're just having some dinner and stuff. We're still in Loch Lochy at the moment, and what a day, the weather is superb. And we were just talking together and we're saying that although we've had a bit of wet and a bit of wind, I don't want to undo it, you know. It kind of made the trip better for it. I think I'm appreciating the weather today because it was a bit cold last night, a little bit drizzly as well, but yeah, it's made it better for me, better experience, because we've kind of experienced a few things and got to use all the kit as well, you know what I mean? There's nothing like bringing a Mac and not having to use it, you know what I mean? So looking on the positive side, at least I've used all my kit. So yeah, today I think we'll still be on Loch Lochy all day really. We'll camp up before some lochs before we move on to the last stretch tomorrow, which is probably going to be half a day. So one more evening. So we're just all finishing off having our food and getting a bruise in our belly, toilet stops and so on, and then all back on the water. But the wind's going in the right way for us. Great team, great instructors and great company all around, so very happy. So I'll see you on the water. This would be our last afternoon on this trip, paddling to camp. we were heading for the foot of Loch Lochy on its southwest shoreline. We've truly been blessed today with the weather complementing Loch Lochy's stunning views. Not wanting this trip to end, but being very grateful for what I had already experienced, I was in a very happy place and still looking forward to our last night under the stars and what's left of the Great Glen Canoe Trail. Barnacles up, there you go. It's on a bit of a path. it's a big place around here. There's like, looks like there's loads of spots, and there is quite a few, but there's a few of us, isn't there? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, so it's you have to kind of find them, you know, and they are there, but mine happens to be on a bit of a path. So a bit of a path meaning, like, you know, it's a bit gravelly, so I've really struggled to get some of the pegs in. But I have managed it, not a problem. And I wouldn't want to put it up. I thought, we're on a path here, how used is it? And we've seen quite a few hikers and mountain bikers already, so it is a heavily used path. However, everyone's been sound. That's what it's like in Scotland, I guess, isn't it? You know what I mean? Yeah, they expect it with all the right to roam and stuff like that, but everyone's got a smile and everyone's like enjoying the place and sharing the place. That's a lovely kind of thing that I really enjoy that. I'm the last one to get set up by the looks of it. Got some stuff on the washing line. Keith's set up behind me, one of the other lads here on trip, and everyone else is scattered around. But it's a good spot, lovely view. It's a lovely day. We're having a great day. Really nice weather. What really enjoyed today. I've enjoyed every day, but just have a bit of sunshine on the trip. It's just smashing. I really enjoyed it. Right, I'm going to have a nosy round and meet up with everyone because dinner's nearly ready. I get some potatoes for tea. Look at that, Alex. Look at that. Sam makes the delicious food on his knees.
Just quoting, I think I saw it.
Nom nom nom. What a place, eh? What a view. Ben Nevis in the background there. And there's a lovely little fairy garden down here. Good shop out there now, and I believe this is why Sam and Pete wanted us to paddle this the other way around. You can kind of see on the loch there that it's not in our favour, that direction. We believe that's what's going on now on Loch Ness, basically. And that's where we'll be today. We've done this journey the other way around. We're paddling up Loch Ness with these kind of waves against us. So I don't think that would have been an easy thing to do. It might even be bigger there, to be honest with you, because it's a larger, more exposed loch, isn't it? So a good decision for the instructors to flip this trip round. I can't see anything wrong with it really. It's just as enjoyable this way. So I would recommend it if it's an option, you know what I mean, to benefit you for the wind direction and having the wind on your back rather than fighting it. It's really worked out for us. So I've just finished my tea as well. Sam and Pete have done a great job of food again. Potatoes and haggis. Really hits the spot, that kind of food, doesn't it? It's just cooking up to fill your belly up. So really enjoyed that with a fantastic view of Ben Nevis as well. It's not something that happens every day, that is it. So it's regards to if I would recommend this trip, I totally would. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a while, and it's very different from the Spade trip. It was a river trip, but it's lived up to all my expectations and more really. And I think we're very fortunate with the weather. Really had a mixed bag of all sorts, but that's made it all better in my opinion. You know, it's if you knew exactly what you were getting, man, it'd be much fun. It's more of an adventure in the unknown. You know, and we've got to use all our gear as well, all the mats and everything else. So now we've got a great big fire going over there, and everyone's just warming up, and we'll get some brews in us. I've got one more beer left, so I'll enjoy that with everyone as well. So I believe Sid and Steve have got a bit of champagne left as well, so they've enjoying that because it was a wedding anniversary yesterday. So it's all good fun and a great group of people. So it's been a pleasure to spend this time with them.
But that's just the way it is. Like, you know, I can camp in my tent in the middle of summer, in the middle of
I think we vibe really well, and I have the easiest way is ask her tomorrow. Yes.
We are leaving at 8:30. We'll be up from 7:30.
Bedtime on day 4. It's been a bloody brilliant day. Really enjoyed it. The film and the mist on the loch in the morning when we set off to how the day changed and all the sun come out and it just highlighted all the fantastic features of the canal. The weather on Loch Lochy as well. A little bit of chop. Got to put the sail up a bit. The Bear Cove camp, and then where we are today, like on this camp on it's just a really good spot. With a great view of Ben Nevis. So it's for a last day. It's been great. End of day 4, brilliant. And we've still got a bit of paddling to do in the morning. Bacon butties tomorrow, so that'll be nice. Last breakfast, and then back on the water for the last half day of our trip, which has just been fabulous. So, night for now, and I'll see you in the morning.
Good morning. Good morning. I've overslept. Tired out from all that fun I've been having. Yeah, it's the last day now, so it's day 5, the morning of day 5, and it's a half day paddle back to Neptune Staircase. So we're having bacon and butties for breakfast, I believe, so a nice treat for us all. So Sam and Peter are getting on with now, and I've got to pull my finger out and get this tent down on behind. I generally take longer than everybody else anyway, for some reason. So yeah, it's time to get busy and drop that tent for the last time on this trip. put all my stuff on the foam mat just to keep off the ground, you know, kind of keep the ticks at bay, keep things clean as well. It's time to drop the tent for the last time on this trip. Oh, I'm very grateful. One of the other members at Group Rose just come over because she knows I'm running behind, and she's brought me a brew. She's getting me my bacon butty. Bloody brilliant, aren't they, people? I'm very grateful for the team that's been on this trip. Been really good company. Thanks very much. We're all packed away now. That's my pack show cleared. And now we're off to meet up with team. For our last paddle of the trip, this morning's start didn't look easy. The wind had changed to a more southwesterly direction that would make navigating round the neighbouring peninsula all the more difficult. The plan was to over paddle beyond the point we would normally turn, had the wind only been southerly. This was to ensure the waves didn't bring us back to the shore before we cleared the peninsula. Further out in the loch the waves were flatter, but there was still some swell. Timing is important when turning the side of a canoe to a wave, as it can cause you to capsize. It's happened to me before. However, Liz and myself communicated well, and a new course was set to the south to exit Loch Lochy, passing the Great Lochy lighthouse to approach the Great Lochy loch, our last portage of the trip. Travelling with instructors, we have access to lock facilities for toilet breaks as we load the canoes on their trolleys. This last portage is not a short one, as we have to go over the Great Lochy swing bridge. However, the smooth tarmac surface was welcome for a brief moment. Back on the water, there was no more obstacles between us and the end of our trip. This was time I was using reflecting on how far we had come. We had travelled 60 miles over 4.5 days, but each day didn't just give us distance. There is so much to experience on this trip. From the views of Loch Ness and the achievement of navigating it if the weather allows, to the camps to experience on Loch Lochy and its relics, to the chance to experience the sun on your back as you take in the beauty of Loch Lochy. All these things make this trip special, but to experience this adventure with old friends or like me new really makes this a trip to remember, to navigate this journey as a team, to talk around the fire at the end of a day's paddle, to also sharing an anniversary and a birthday as a group made this journey, to me, all the more unique. I was also grateful for our instructors Sam and Pete. I always learn something valuable on instructed excursions, and they were incredibly efficient, highly knowledgeable, and also just great company. So this is the end of the trip back at Neptune Staircase, end of the Great Glen Canoe Trail journey, and what a trip it's been. Really enjoyed it. Didn't know what to fully expect, and I hoped that everyone would be sound people that I'd meet, and they were great. everyone really got together as a team, and the instructors, Sam and Pete, were fantastic. So what a trip and what an experience. We're really lucky to have had the weather and instructors that we had, and the group of people that we had were all positive kind of doers that really got together and were very upbeat, and so very fortunate to be able to do this. And I hope I've put a good enough video together to kind of encourage you, if it's possible for you to take this on as one of your adventures. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.